and I live in Columbus, Indiana. The name of the church is the Changers Council. And there is something that I want you to realize, and this is it. Our job as followers of Jesus' teaching is to love one another and to help those in need and to teach and preach salvation unto the entire world. This means that we are not to judge anyone on how they live, where they work, what they eat, what they drive, or who their spouse is, but to love them and guide them back to heaven where we come from. Remember, God is the gravity all around us that holds everything together, and why we are here is because God loves us, even before we was born. We live in two worlds. One is the world we live in, and another one, the other one, is the spiritual world that God lives in. God lives in both worlds. In this world, God is the gravity that holds everything together. We live in God, and God lives within us once saved. Then I had to get you to realize that our job is spiritual and to teach and preach salvation unto the entire world, not to judge anyone on what they do throughout their lives. We preach to their soul, not their body or what they wear. Our job is to get them saved and then let God guide them from then on. I will say it again. Our job is to get them saved and let God do his job. He will change them from within once they get saved. Our job is only to get them saved and nothing else. Jesus taught that once they get saved, it becomes the Father's job to change them from within. This is why the Jewish priests were upset, because Jesus taught salvation. And with this happening, the church's ceremonies was obsolete and not needed at all. This would have put the church that the Jews set up obsolete and not needed any longer. It was like putting them out of business. So teach and preach salvation and get everyone saved. Then let God do his job changing them from within. Do not judge or even hold a grudge, and love everyone and help them in need if you can. Now the reason Jesus said not to hold a grudge is because the saying eye for an eye, Jesus never taught. Because he loved them no matter what they had done. Even if the disciples were arguing amongst themselves about something, he would not correct them or get involved. What he would do is get everybody together and teach on that subject. And then they would realize which one was wrong and which one was right by his teachings. He wouldn't argue with them. He would just show them the right way. So if somebody did you wrong, the best thing is to say nothing. Because later on, let God work in them and get them saved. And then from then on, their attitude will change, and they might even come back and apologize. But the more you would do to them, the more they would do to you. So turn, it would be a war. Not to be a war, you do nothing. Let God do his job. So that's what you have to do. Now remember, one thing, our job is to teach and preach salvation unto the entire world to get them saved. Nothing more. And once they get saved, let God do his job.